Hi, everybody. It is November the 9th. Soon all of the holidays are drawing close. And we are in Hebrews chapter 10. And it says in Hebrews chapter 10 that the law is a shadow of good things to come. That's why when we look at the Old Testament, we have to realize that all of the law was a pop-up book. You ever have a pop-up book where you look and it uses three-dimensional representation to show us as children what things are about in the book? Well, the law was a pop-up book. It was a shadow. It was not the substance of what the Lord has in mind for us. And because it was a shadow, our concentration should not be upon the old covenant in the Old Testament, but our concentration should be on understanding the new covenant that Jesus Christ made, where that is, and what are the great and wonderful blessings of being under the new covenant. And Paul reminds us in 10:1 that the old covenant never made anybody right before God. It was an object lesson, a pop-up book, pointing toward what Jesus would do, and it was through his sacrifice that we are made right with God. The law can't do that. The law was merely a pop-up book, an instruction, teaching us that there would be a reality and a fulfillment, a heightening of that shadow to the reality of Jesus Christ. And it points to him. So we have to make sure that we keep in mind that the old covenant, the Aaronic priesthood, all of the things in the Old Testament were merely the pop-up book of spiritual lessons teaching us the reality that is in Jesus Christ. Remember, the reality is in the Melchizedekian priesthood of Jesus Christ and what he's done. There is where our major concentration and study should be for the believer in the new covenant, is in glorifying the Lord Jesus Christ, who satisfied God's demands for holiness, and we stand perfectly righteous before him. And because we are in him and approach the Father through Jesus, we have the reality of perfect standing. And that law was merely a shadow of good things to come.